shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Now it's Wilson. Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And overall, is a very, very fickle man.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. It scared the running fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That certainly looked like something that they decided to do all week in practice. Get ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. That works.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Let's just go to the football. Run the trade pressure, run the ball. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3.
This is the OMFL.
You can't touch this.
And you're in the mix with Kinda Real Name. Here's another OMFL production.
All right, guys, welcome in. We are catching right after the 2-minute warning. Seattle Seahawks and Carolina Panthers here. Week 15 action here in the OMFL. I caught this one a little bit late. I had to have free time, so let's just jump right into it and have a good time and see if we can't do a little commentary. Not quite sure what's up with YouTube. YouTube's being a little bit of a jerk here this morning. There's no bandwidth warnings. Not sure why that's happening, to be totally honest with you. Shot, and hopefully we'll be able to make this work. Let's see if we can't turn the game audio down a little bit, just so that we are not blowing everybody's ears off. So, Seattle Seahawks and Carolina Panthers. It's been a defensive battle so far. They've been going back and forth here. Cam has made some bad decisions throughout the game already, and Wilson drove his team really deep and even hit one of his receivers for a big play. His legs were caught out from underneath him. The ball popped out, and they ended up having to punt there. But you can see Carolina's hanging really tough with the Seattle Seahawks, who've had an up and down season, but they're definitely trying to turn some things around. Here at halftime, I'll go run and put a hat on. I just got out of the shower after a little run this morning, and I figured this is a perfect time, super impromptu. Probably see my family come in the back door here pretty soon. But I had a few minutes as my son and wife were out at senior day getting senior photos and stuff taken, and I said, hey, let's do this. All right, Seattle's coming out. Looks like they're going to try to make a play here. Wilson back to pass. He's got plenty of time. That was going to be knocked away. He waited a little too long there, and the defensive pressure ended up getting in there. It's interesting to see, like, when do you press it, when do you not here, because this can go bad for you. 2nd and 10 from their own 25. 33 seconds left. Both teams have all their timeouts. Here's Wilson back to pass. He's got time again. He's going to hit Lockett right over the middle on a drag route. That's going to get him a nice first down, easy timeout there. So it looks like what the Seahawks are trying to do is they're trying to get a field goal, and if something happens and they're able to break it, then so be it. Good for them. But that's really not the point here. The point is just to get some kind of points. And if you're Carolina, what do? Right? Because if you blitz and you go after him, you could leave yourself wide open for a big play here. Here's Wilson. He's got Carson to his left. Back to pass. 23 seconds left to go here in the first half. The time's running out, though. He's got a man on him. He's going to throw it out of bounds. Smart move there by Wilson. If he just waits a couple more seconds, that one's going to get away from him pretty quickly here. So again, you're tuning in to Week 15 action here in the OMFL. We just advanced literally like 30 minutes ago, and this game started. Wilson changing the play. Looks like he wants to get some verticals here. So looking if he can't push this steam with Sterling. Wilson back to pass. He's got plenty of time. He's got a man to the outside. It's going to get the first down and get out of bounds there to stop the clock. He had Sterling up the middle, so it was interesting to see that he didn't try to push the middle defense there. With all the timeouts, you can take that middle shot. Ended up going to the outside. Gets the ball to the 47. So 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line. You're seeing Carolina play a lot of zone here. Looking like we're going to get a little blitz here. He's got 3 wide. Carson in the back. Wilson back to pass. He's got plenty of time. Another out route to Lockett. Lockett pushes it. Gets the first down there. So he's getting those out routes there. And you can see Carolina doesn't really have an answer there. You're surprised they didn't come out in a cover 2. They don't want to give up the big play. 10 seconds left to go. 2 timeouts left for Seattle. Wilson back to pass. A quick snap there. He hits Lockett on a quick pass. Lockett's going to get the first down. Timeout. It's going to set up 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line. 5 seconds left to go. Be interesting. It looks like they're going to run the ball here. Are they just setting up the field goal? It's going to be an interesting play. This could go wrong really bad. It's going to get hit in the backfield hard and go down. Lucky for them, though, they had the timeout left to take, so they're going to get a field goal out of this. It looks like they're going to take a 17-7 lead. We do have the chat up. See, we got a couple of people watching, so feel free to chat it up with us. This is working out really well. It's the first time that we've tried this. It'll be great for the draft. We just got to figure out how we're going to actually make that work. So as we're at halftime, I'm going to take a quick second, go grab a hat.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on.
All right, we're going to rock the white Saints hat. Looks like 1st and 10 after a nice little run there, right up the middle for Carson. Now, the Seahawks are known for their running game, and looks like that's what they're going to use here in the second half to get this game going. 17-7 lead for the Seattle Seahawks. Nice little pitch there to Penny, but closed down pretty quickly from the the Carolina Panthers. So good tackle there in the backfield. It's going to set up 2nd and 11 from their own 33-yard line. Again, YouTube's being funky today. So this is the one thing I don't like about YouTube, or I just don't have figured out just yet, is we get these low bandwidth, and I'm not quite sure why. I've got great internet, hardwired right here to my Mac. We should be good to go, but YouTube seems to be acting funky today. Seattle Seahawks with the ball, 2nd and 11 from their own 33. Wilson back to pass. He's got plenty of time. He hits another out route there to Metcalf. These out routes have been good for Seattle so far this game. He's been able to find some holes in that Carolina defense. And Carolina in the first half was playing a lot of zone, but you see even with man there, if you give Wilson enough time with these receivers, they're going to make plays. 1st and 10, here's Penny off to the left side, and Penny is shut down quickly there. Defensive end got off the block, and it looks like Penny's having a hard time getting going these first couple of plays, whereas Carson has been the guy for Seattle who's had the big play. Now on a 2nd and long, you'll see this a lot from the Colts and Dwayne, and I've seen Seattle in the past and Mo do this a lot of runs, but you see this game, he's decided to go with a lot of passes. He's got the blitz coming off the edge. He calls it, though. It's going to be knocked away, incomplete, and Carolina got away with one there. He left wide open. Is that Metcalf? Maybe. Metcalf was not able to haul it in, so big play there. It's going to set up 3rd and 12 from their own 43. 8:06 left to go here in the second half. Seattle scoring a field goal right before half and then getting the ball right back. Look for the seam here or possibly the out route. Wilson back to pass. He's got the seam wide open. You see, a big hit from Kinkley. That's going to be incomplete. Nice play there. That could have been a flag. That could have been targeting, hitting him with the forearm in the neck area, but incomplete. Seattle's forced the punt here. That one's going to be like most punts in the OMFL, right out of bounds, and that's going to set up 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. So nice punt from the Seattle Seahawks. And Carolina needs some type of momentum. They need a score. They're at home. Cam Newton brings his team out at the 14. 7:57 left to go here in the first half. Play action. Newton rolling to his right. He's got a man on the back. Oh, and it's caught. It looks like the safety overplayed it just a little bit. A really dangerous throw, though. The ball goes right over the safety's head. They misplay the ball. Cam Newton's big arm gets it over the top. But a dangerous throw there for Cam Newton. Big formation here for Cam. 1st and 10 from the 46. Handoff to McCaffrey up the middle. Nice run there. He was able to weave his way for 7. It's going to set up 2nd and 3 here. 7:13 left to go in the first half from their own 48. We got the game sound pretty low on purpose, just so that you guys don't hear them talking and me talking. Normally we would ask guys to turn this off. This was very impromptu. Here's Cook off the left side. This is a very confusing thing for me. Number one, I'm not sure why Carolina makes this trade for Cook. You have McCaffrey. You have a young running back. And I don't know why Minnesota makes this trade. It's a little bit of a confusing situation because Cook is a hell of a player, but so is McCaffrey. Stack box here. Bootleg. He's going to come off to the left. Another tough throw. That could have been really dangerous. It looked like number 26 wanted to make a play on that. That's going to set up 4th and 1. In my opinion, you got to run the ball there. They're going to give the ball right back to the Seattle Seahawks, and that one's going to be punted out of the end zone. It's going to set up 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line for the Seattle Seahawks, and Wilson has been having a great mixture of both run and pass. Not sure why that all of a sudden went low, but it's because it's thinking I'm going to do something. No, don't do that. There we go. Here's Carson off to the left side. He's going to be hit hard. Is that I didn't pick up on the linebacker's name. I think that might have been his import there, but that's what Carolina is known for, is these hard-hitting defense, but so is Seattle there. So instead of 2nd and 10, here's Carson again up the middle and hit hard once again. Some massive hits for the Carolina Panthers so far this game. Kinkley is bringing the wood. as an X factor there for the Carolina Panthers. Here's Seattle, big 3rd and 5, coming out in 2 tight ends. Look for the Lockett to push the middle of this defense. Wilson's got plenty of time. It's running out, though. It's going to be knocked away there by 51. So he gets up in the air, gets his hands up. Just waited a little too long. It looks like he wanted to push the middle of the field, but couldn't push it. That zone defense ate that up, so he was going to hit the drag, but the drag came a little too late. Nice punt there, though, from Seattle. He's going to put the ball out at the 15-yard line. So 1st and 10, the Carolina Panthers here. 5:08 left to go here in the second half. 17-7 lead for the Seattle Seahawks. Cam Newton coming out in a pro set. He's going to hand it right up the middle. Cook's got a room. He's going to break it. He's getting a nice 15 to 18-yard gain there. So he's got 6 for 27 right up the middle, the heart of that defense for the Seattle Seahawks. 60 yards rushing total for Carolina. It looks like they should lean on that a little bit more. 2 tight ends to their left. Here's Cam Newton. He's going to throw a slant right with a big hit right up there in the middle. My goodness. We're seeing the forearm shivers left and right from both of these teams. Tremendous hits on both sides of the ball. 2nd and 10. Cam Newton, 2 receivers to a left, tight end to his right. This one's going to go play action to McCaffrey. Oh, and it's going to be picked off from Seattle. And it's going to be holding for Carolina, so that's going to be declined. So I'm trying to read messages and call game. Not really good at that. Yeah, so it looks like Crazy just doesn't like Cook. Still a crazy trade for me on both sides. So this sets up the Seattle Seahawks really well. Wilson from his own 45. Wilson back to pass. Shocking. I didn't expect to see this. He's going to push to the middle of the field, and it's going to be caught. It looks like McCaffrey dropped it. Metcalf, not McCaffrey. Metcalf dropped it a little bit, but ended up bringing it right back in. Nice play there. A dangerous throw, though. Both of these teams trying to push the middle of the field, which is really hard in Madden 20. I mean, you got to be careful. Wilson with a play action. He's got plenty of time. He's going to come right over to Metcalf again on the crossover. It looks like that's going to be holding on Seattle. It sure is. So that's going to be accepted and push them back. And set up 1st and 20 here on their 45-yard line. Seattle looking to put this game away with a couple of big defensive plays. But give Carolina credit. They have withstand the onslaught and come through with some big defensive plays. As Wilson handoff over to Carson, that's only going to pick up a few, but it's positive yards on a 1st and 20. All right, it's going to set up 2nd and 17 from their own 42-yard line. 3:34 left to go, and if you're Carolina, the clock is starting to not be your friend, right? You're starting to really think through how I'm going to make a play here. Because if you give up a field goal, you still got a chance. Give up a touchdown, you're going to have to push it too much against Seattle. 2nd and 17, Wilson back to pass. No, he's going to get the delay draw. And Penny with his first positive yards that we've seen here on the stream. He's had a lot of carries for negative yards. But, man, a gain to 10 there is going to set you up for a 3rd and manageable play. So 3rd and 7 here for the Seattle Seahawks. 3 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter from their own 32-yard line. Surprised to see Seattle go so pass heavy. Looks like they're going to try to push the middle of the field again. Wilson back to pass right over the middle and knocked away. That could have easily been picked off by Kuechly, who was there to make a play. So a win for Carolina, and we've seen that a lot today. Carolina has been making the plays there on defense. Yeah, you give up a couple of field goals here, but that still sets you up. But now you got to do something on offense. If you're Seattle, if you're Carolina, bad kick there. I hate when that happens, when you double push the button. Mickens is going to have an opportunity from his own 10. He's at the 20, 25, and that's going to be shut down pretty quickly. So not a lot of rushing lanes there for the Carolina Panthers. So if you're Cam Newton and you're the Carolina Panthers, you need to make a play here. You need to get something going. The running game has been playing well for you, but you haven't made good decisions in the passing game, and you've leaned on the pass a little too much. So pro formation, he's got McCaffrey in the backfield. Here's Cam with the delay. McCaffrey again with a big play there to the left. He breaks a couple of tackles and a missed tackle. It's going to get him up to the 44-yard line. And again, we've seen this so far this game, is the Carolina Panthers have run the ball really well, and that's worked out really well for them. They need to continue to push this. They need to continue to suck up that Seattle defense that'll open up the outside. Here's Cam Newton. Another handoff to McCaffrey. Another big hole there. It's going to be a gain of 4, 5. Yeah, they're going to give him 5. So 2nd and 5 from their own 48. 1:55 left to go here in the third quarter. Carolina trailing Seattle 20-7. And they're getting a drive going. They need a touchdown here. They need some kind of points. Even a field goal will pull it within 10 and give you an opportunity. A pro formation that's been flipped. Here's a play action. He's got to get rid of it, though. You got to see that blitz coming on 2nd down. These teams like to blitz you on 2nd down. On 2nd, you got to be high alert on the blitz and then have a step 2 if you get a zone or a man. Like you got to have, that's got to be your progression on 2nd down in this league, especially a 2nd and short, especially like a 2nd and medium. You got to look for that type of blitz to be coming. It's going to set up a 3rd and long situation here for the Carolina Panthers, and this is where Seattle goes and makes plays. Cam Newton's got Cook to his right, back to pass. He's got time, stepping up. Yeah, he's going to push it, and that's going to be knocked away. There was really nothing there. If you're Cam Newton, you got to shoot it up the middle. You got to go get your yards because you're Cam Newton. You're big, you're strong, you're fast. You have the opportunity to go make a play. You got to do that. So Carolina being forced to punt here. Thomas is going to get a return from their own 10, 15. It's going to be shut down pretty quickly. It looks like the 19-yard line. That's going to set up 1st and 10 for the Seattle Seahawks. 50 seconds left to go from their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks.
Again, we apologize for the lag that YouTube keeps giving us. There's Penny off to the left. It's shut down pretty good. Carolina getting a lot of pressure there from the defensive ends. They're pushing those side pockets, so when you try to get those long runs, I'm just surprised that Seattle hasn't turned to go more towards the middle. It's what they're known for. They've leaned on the pass, and they're trying to lean on the outside run. It's just not their gameplay. Wilson in the pistol formation. The blitz is coming from Carolina. He's got a man wide open. Metcalf is going to catch it. He's going to break the tackle. 20-10, 5 touchdown. Seattle Seahawks. You've seen that play coming from a mile away. Carolina blitzed. They weren't able to get there in time. Seattle did a good job. They're going for 2 here. So they're spreading everybody out. They're going to take a timeout and think about this one a little bit. But anyway, you've seen Carolina blitz. Seattle picked it up. You left one-on-one coverage with those big, fast outside receivers. Wilson is just deadly on those. He tosses it right out there. Metcalf makes a play, breaks a tackle, long touchdown run. They changed their mind here. They're going to take the extra point. It's going to be a 27-7 lead for Seattle. So a 20-point lead going into the fourth quarter. It's going to be pretty big. It's going to be too tough to really overcome. This game is just about over, in my opinion. It'll be interesting to see exactly what happens.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
All right, so we got one more play here before the fourth quarter starts. Carolina, they had an opportunity there. They let it slip between their fingers. I think Cam Newton should have went ahead and ran that ball and got him the yards and picked up a first down. So 2 receivers to the left, setting up his carry over to the left. A couple of yards. It's going to set up a 2nd and 9. That actually got shut down pretty quick. So 10 minutes left to go in this. 27-7. Why am I I lost my audio here for a second. It looks like YouTube is not being nice. I don't know why. 23-yard line, 9:37 left to go. Carolina Panthers trailing 7-7. Newton handoff off to McCaffrey. It's like the Carolina Panthers are wide flag. Pretty frustrated here. They had an opportunity a while ago. Now Cam's going to go for it. So it looks like Seattle's going to move to the defense.
first of their timeouts.
Is that Carolina? No, Seattle went ahead and took a timeout. I think Carolina. Interesting way to go here. Right back.
Now, as a for this time.
I don't know what happened. It is it's connected to my phone and my TV so that I can hear it. And I think here's Wilson, a handoff off the cross. Got a couple yards there. Down though. Second 7 here with 8:47 left to go. And now we're just going to see Seattle just run this clock out. There's like so much over. The way this one's going to go. Beat Carolina. They fought really, really hard.
Want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there.
They played well in the first half. It's just the second half kind of got away from him. Wilson back to pass on a 3rd and 3. He's got he ran out of time. He had his running back sitting right there. He could have dumped it off to. So look, Carolina defense is not giving up. That's for sure. They're going to continue to push this.
Too long there, Charles. That's point blank, right?
Yeah, I agree with that totally. You've got to have that internal clock that goes in your head that says either get rid of the football or...
All right, so it's going to set up a 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line.
He hung in there too long, and the blitz got to him.
There we go. Now we got our sound back. All right, so 1st and 10 here for Cam Newton. It looked like they were going up. Oh, this is going to be a draw to McCaffrey. McCaffrey picking up some nice yards. It's something that has done well this game. They've run the ball well. It's been Newton, the receiver. Seattle, like Atlanta, like a lot of those teams that just have really good cornerbacks. It's really, really tough. We made it a little tough at some games. Here's Cam Newton. He's setting up the screen. You got to let that one go. So 2nd and inches is going to give a second, a 3rd. When you let it go, and it's like caught up in the push, and that ended up hurting him. So Cam's got 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Cook. Wait a little long to hit Robin. Yeah, so it's 1st and 10 here from the 47-yard line after a gain of 17. Good play there for the Carolina Panthers. Newton's got 2 running backs back there in the shotgun. Another blitz. You better be on high alert here. Get rid of it. Got to go. Play there to knock it away. Is that right? No, it's not right. It looks like that may have been a safety that was up in the box. So you made the right. It's just like for the defense. Cam Newton's got McCaffrey to his left, 2 receivers to his right. He's got plenty of time. Blitz off the right side. Ooh, play there. Moore going up to make the. So now you see Seattle sending the blitz, right? Don't like seeing back-to-back blitzes, but it's late in the game. What are you going to do? You're trying to make a play in this game, and now you're starting to see Carolina's receivers make plays. You're a quarter and a half too late. That's going to be the problem. Moore up, makes the play, gets out of bounds, set up 1st 10, 30. Cam Newton's got trips to the right, back to pass. He's got into the right player from right. Safety, love that interaction there. Nice read from Cam, nice throw where his guy could get to it. Both of these players fought for it, but Wright was able to rip it away. Interesting to see the 3 tight end big formation here for Carolina. He had a little bit of a lane there, but Wright was able to get off there and make the plays. 15-yard line, 48 left to go here in the 4th quarter.
First down, 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
He's got 2 receivers to his right, 1 tight end to his McCaffrey. That one shut down pretty quickly. Again, I don't know if they blitz here. We don't get to see the play. You got to know the blitz comes on second down. You got to know that's the play that's going to happen. So another big formation, one receiver to the right, two tight ends to the left. Third, 4-3 left. Even if you for something and something on the books to get ready for next week, the big formation. Again, I apologize. A few things that I hate about YouTube. Up, 300 down. We got plenty of internet hardwired, so we should be good to go. Here's Cam Newton back pass. To the Olsen, able to squeeze it in. He did break that. So Cam Newton first and goal line down. Panthers. So some happening. It's going to be 27. Just as we come to a very close of this game.
And that cuts this lead down to 13. Gano now following the touchdown away. And that'll carry.
All right, so Carolina.
Offense back out there at the line for their next.
So Wilson's going to try to milk this clock here. After big hit after big hit. Second and 9 formation. Looks like we're going to get a counter to the left here. Time can't break away though. It's going to set up a 3rd and 9 here. A 27-14 lead. This one's pretty much gone away, but look, Carolina can make it interesting here with the play. Look for Lockett on the out route. We've seen that all day. And it looks like he's got him. He's not going to go to Lockett. He's going for the big play. And that one's going to be knocked away. He had Lockett. I think maybe he hit the Lockett because he hit it a lot in the first half. But man, you could have went ahead and put this one away, but now you're forced to. They've been punting it really great all day. This one's going to be out the 2-yard line. So for Carolina, over 2:21 left to go here. 7-14 lead. Seattle, who's managed really well. It's tough because of great defense. Time running out for Cam off the left side. You got to step up. You got to be able to feel the pressure. Able to step up. Carolina couldn't do that. 2-minute warning, so 2 minutes left to go here. Watching week impromptu game of the week with commentary.
Let's see what they've come up with offensively after.
Looks like YouTube is giving us some trouble with the low. Nice there, screen. He's got room. Looks like the cornerback made a nice play there to hop over the potential block from the receiver. We've seen Carolina struggle with the screenplay. They did a good job there. All right, so it's going to set up 3rd and 12 here for Carolina. Cam Newton back to pass. He's got plenty of time. He's running out of time. He's trying to hit down. Knocked away, almost picked off. That's good.
Knock it away and brings up a 4th down decision.
All right, sorry. It's senior day for my son. I squeezed this in before they got in, but they came in right towards the end of this one. So, all right, so 4th and 12. Here we go. Ball game is already sealed away, but Carolina's trying to make this right. No, it's more off. Some nice plays from their receivers here late in the fourth quarter, but where in the third quarter and the second, they really need back to pass. Was way too late. Griffin sat and read that one like it's still over, but Carolina was trying to make it interesting. If you're be on time. You got to have the timing just right. You got to throw it on time. And this one is over. It's another big one. They had a rough start. I think they were 1-2 starting off, but they have showed their dominance since being back and being able to get in the flow of this game. And they are if not the dominant team here in the NFC. Now, Atlanta wants to have something to say about that, but both of these teams are going to be fun to watch as we get into the playoff. So I'm glad I got to do an impromptu game of the week. I'll try to do these especially night time for viewers. I hope that you enjoyed it. Wayne or Maniac or maybe some other guys and join us. So you've watched week 15 of the OMFL season 86. It's so hard to believe we're 86 seasons. Do this for almost a year. I think this year in January you'll get seasons in. And so big win for Seattle. Back to Carolina. You did a good job. You hung in there. You made some plays. Cam's got to play for Carolina to win. Got the run game. Newton's just going to get this game and play a little bit better. So get out of here. Do the rest of Saturday. Good luck to your college and pro teams, and good luck in your OMFL games. Hopefully we'll do this again